Begin in mountain pose. Come to stand in the center of your mat with your feet hip-width distance. Stand tall and light. Take your gaze straight forward and lean your weight back slightly and allow your weight to settle down through your heels. Take your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center your focus and connect with where you are here in this moment. Slowly begin to blink your eyes open. Gaze straight forward. Keep your jaw soft and breathe through your nose. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up high to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Squeeze your elbows down and back in space. Pause here and continue to breathe. Firm your thighs. Encourage the weight of your heels down. Pull your elbows down, spread your fingers wide, and lift your heart, widen your collarbone slightly. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips as you draw your navel into your spine, and relax your upper body all the way down. Bring a subtle bend, a soft bend into your knees as you relax your arms and your head down. Place your hands onto your shin bones. Inhale your spine halfway up and forward, monkey pose. Lengthen your spine parallel with the ground. Exhale here and continue to breathe. Soften your jaw, look forward on the floor. Relax your toes, draw your navel into your spine, and float your hips back in space. As your hips go back in space, widen your collarbones forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Relax your upper body all the way down. And just relax here for a moment. Soften your neck, your jaw, relax your skull, and steady your gaze at a non-moving spot between your shin bones behind you. Place your hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, monkey pose. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your hips, and take your arms straight forward out in front of you. Steady your gaze forward, soften your jaw. Draw your navel into your spine, and continue to focus on your breath. Full inhales, complete exhales. Inhale, stand, sweep your arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, cactus arms. Pull your elbows down. Lift up through the sides of your heart. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Palms face in. Exhale, forward fold. Navel to spine. Hinge and release your upper body all the way down. Let your head relax. Inhale, halfway lift, monkey pose. Pull your heart forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your hips, take your arms forward. Exhale as you arrive here and just sink a little bit lower. Relax your jaw, soften your low back. Inhale, stand, sweep your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge and release. Relax your upper body, your head all the way down. Inhale, monkey pose. Lengthen your spine forward. Widen your heart. Exhale, fold down, release your head, release your spine, your arms. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your hips, arms forward, soft face, soft jaw. Exhale, sink just a little bit lower. Inhale, stand, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round. Inhale, your arms up high. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge and release all the way down. Empty your lungs, empty your breath. Inhale, monkey pose. Draw your heart forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose. Hips low, take your arms forward. Exhale, sink just a little bit lower. Soften your toes. Inhale, stand, sweep your arms out and up high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a quarter turn to your left. And take your hands to your hips so that you're facing out towards the wide edge of your mat, out toward your screen. Take a medium wide stance with your feet. So you're a bit wider than hip width distance, but you're not stretching your stance out too far. Turn your toes out slightly and bring your heels in so you have this slight external rotation in your legs. Take your gaze straight forward and practice Shavasana on the face, which means practice relaxed face even as we do strong postures. Extend your arms forward. Make fists with your hands, but keep your neck, your jaw, your shoulders soft. Slowly begin to sink down into a squat position and take your hips down as low as you can go without pain in your knees or your low back. Keep your heels down and then take a look at your knees real quick. Keep your feet flat, but roll your knees out towards your pinky toe, so you're rolling your knees back in space here the entire time. Keep your heart tall, keep your head tall. Moving slowly, begin to pivot over to your right with your feet, working this organic type of movement in your ankles. As you do, square off your hips to the front of your mat and gently lower your left knee down to the ground politely, so you're in a low lunge position. Pause here for a moment, work with gravity, lunge forward and sink forward, bending a little bit more into your right knee. Slowly draw yourself back up to center at that neutral position. Lift your left knee up and mindfully come back to that center squat position. Work with that organic ability you have in your ankles, your knees, your hips. And then once you're there, check in with your face, soften, and breathe. Slowly begin to pivot and work over to your left. Turn all of your toes towards the back edge of your mat, short edge of your mat, and gently, gently, with control, lower your right knee down. Keep your heart up. Sink forward into your left knee. Make sure you don't go too far forward into pain or uncomfort. And gently work your way back up to the tall spine. Lift your right knee and make your way back to center. No rush. Take your time. Now let's go one more time each direction. Keep your heart up, your head up, face soft. Begin to pivot over to your right. All of your toes pointing towards the front edge of your mat. Gently lower your left knee down. Sink your hips forward. Lift back to center. Lift your left knee up. Quarter turn to your left. Find center. Settle your hips lower. Begin to quarter turn to your left again. And gently lower your right knee down to the ground. Sink your hips forward. Settle back at center. Lift your right knee mindfully. Make your way back to center. Keep your hips low as you do. Once you're here, roll your knees out. Inhale, stand. Sweep your arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tiptoe your feet in towards one another. And make sure that your legs are together. Feet together, inner thighs together if possible. Take your gaze straight forward and again, lean your way back just a little bit more into your heels. Extend your arms out wide at shoulder level. Turn your palms forward and make fists with your hands. Soften your face and connect to your breath. Keep your left foot down into the floor and slowly take your right leg out to the side. Keep your right leg straight. Float your right leg out to the side. Lift your heart. And then gently begin to circle out your right foot. Start in either direction, but keep your spine tall, your arms wide. You're going to slow it down and circle your foot the opposite direction. Remember to breathe and take this at your pace. Slowly bring your right leg back to center and lower your right foot down next to your left. Let's work into the other side. Firm your fist, but soften your shoulders, your jaw, and take your left leg out to the side. Tall spine, long arms, wide arms. Begin to circle out your foot. Go slow. Take it at your pace. Work with your breath. Slow it down and move your foot the opposite direction. You're going to steady out your movement. Mindfully bring your left leg back in to meet your right. Lower your foot down and relax your arms alongside your body. Take your hands to your hips and mindfully tiptoe your feet out into a wide stance. So take your feet as wide as you can go without feeling like your feet are going to slip or that you're stretching too much at your inner or outer hips. Make sure that your ankle bones are aligned from right to left. And start with a little internal rotation with your legs so your toes are turning in just slightly. From here, turn your right toes out towards the front edge of your mat. And make sure you have heel to arch alignment so that your right heel aligns in a straight line to your left arch. Once you have that set, keeping your hands on your hips, begin to lunge forward into your right leg, setting up for warrior two. Take this forward and down as much as you can with the intent of getting your right knee stacked directly over your ankle. Right? And if you can continue to go forward with your knee, tiptoe your left foot back. And if it's the opposite, right, if your knee's not completely coming over your ankle, shorten the stance from the back. Once you have a good strong alignment for your body, keep your left hand on your hip. Take your right hand to the inside of your knee. Sink both hips lower. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Take your left hip, gently roll it back in space, and extend your energy down through the outer part of that left leg. Stamp your outer left heel down into the ground. As you roll this left hip back, gently draw your right knee forward and out towards your pinky toe side. Make sure this left hip stays back the whole time, opening the inner leg lines. Once you have that set, take your arms out wide at shoulder level and check from right to left that your wrists are at the same height as your shoulders. Pull your arms back just slightly. Sink your hips a little bit lower and gaze straight past your right fingers. Maintain the Shavasana face, the relaxed face. Take deep, fluid breaths. Continue to stamp down through your back heel and lunge into your front leg. Just a little bit longer. Keep your focus on your inhale and exhale cycles. Slowly take your hands to your hips. Begin to straighten out your right leg. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes out. Setting up for warrior two on the other side here. Ensure that you have heel to arch alignment from your left heel to your right arch. Once you're set there with hands on your hips, lunge forward into your left leg. Make sure to find your stance so that your feet are as wide as you can in your warrior two with your front knee, with your left knee directly over your ankle. Once you're set there, keep your right hand at your hip. Take your left hand inside your knee. Roll your right hip back. Draw your left knee forward and out to the side at the same time. Keep your heart tall. Bring your head back just slightly. Take your arms out wide, shoulder level. Check your arms right and left. And then gaze past your left fingers. Sink your hips a little bit lower, especially your right hip here, especially that back hip. Sink a little bit lower. Soften your jaw. Continue to breathe. Work with gravity. Work with your strength. Work with your lungs. Slowly take your hands to your hips. Begin to straighten out your left leg. Turn your left toes in. Maintain this wide stance. So again, you're starting in this neutral position, toes turned in slightly. Lift your heart, look forward. Inhale your arms out and up high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips and take your hands or your fingertips to the floor so your wrists are under your shoulders. Firm your thighs and pull your heart forward slightly, like a wide-legged monkey pose. Keep your thighs strong. Take a deep breath in. Widen your heart. Exhale, fold down into a wide-legged fold. You can ragdoll, reach for opposite elbows, and relax your head. Keep your legs strong. Keep your head relaxed, your neck relaxed, your jaw relaxed, and breathe. With strong legs, mindfully walk your hands forward, create the long spine. Begin to pivot and quarter turn over to your right and find a runner's lunge so that all of your toes turn towards the front edge of your mat. Bend into your right knee so your right knee is over your ankle and come up high to the ball mounds of your left toes. You can stay high in your fingertips and do your best to align your align your wrists with your front ankle here. Look forward on the floor. Stay up high on the ball mounds of your left toes. And slowly begin to straighten your right leg. As you straighten your right leg, pull your heart forward like monkey pose and swivel your left hip forward, squaring off your hips to the front edge of your mat. Creating this lifted or extended pyramid setup. Pull your heart forward even more. Firm your thighs, square your hips. Navel to spine. Inhale your right arm up high to the sky. Twist your chest to your right. Exhale as you arrive. You can take your gaze, your eyes out to your right at the side wall or whatever is out in front of you. If it feels okay on your neck and on your balance, you can look up towards your right thumb. Firm your legs, keep your legs active, square your hips, roll your left hip forward, pull your right hip back. Keep your thighs strong. Widen your heart, soften your jaw, just a few more breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower your right hand down to the ground. As you do, bend into your right knee. Take both hands inside your right foot. Do a 180-degree turn over to your left. Find that runner's lunge setup so that your toes point towards the back edge of your mat. Align your left knee over your ankle and stay up high on the ball mounds of your right toes. Come up on your fingertips. Align wrists with your ankle. Look forward on the floor. Slowly, mindfully, begin to straighten out your left leg as much as you can without force, without pain. And square your hips. Roll your right hip forward. Pull your left hip back at the same time. Draw your chest forward like monkey pose. Connect to your breath. Firm your thigh, soften your face. Inhale your left arm up high towards the sky. Exhale as you arrive and continue to breathe. If you took the gaze out towards the side wall before, do that again here. If you looked up toward your top thumb, do so here on this side. Firm your legs. Lengthen your heart away from your hips. And see if you can feel, without looking, feel that your arms are in one straight line. Soft face, deep breath.
Take a deep breath in. Exhale your left hand down to the ground. As you do, bend into your left knee. Take both hands inside your left foot, quarter turn to your right, setting up for that wide-legged monkey pose. Wrists under shoulders, turn your toes in, strong legs. Inhale your heart forward. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Fold back down and relax your head. Just relax your arms, very ropey in the arms, in the neck. Strong legs, passive upper body and spine. Take deep breaths in and out through your nose. Keep your legs strong. Actively press down through your outer heels. Take your hands to your hips. Use your breath. Inhale your spine back up tall at center, heart over hips. Exhale as you arrive. Slowly tiptoe your feet in towards one another. And bring your legs together at the center of your mat. Take a quarter turn to your right. Standing with your legs together right in the center of your mat. Look forward, lean your weight back and down into your heels. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips and relax your head, your arms, your upper body all the way down. Place your hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, monkey pose, lengthen your spine, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, place your hands forward on the floor, and step your feet back. As you do, lift your hips up towards the sky, creating an isosceles triangle shape with your body. Lift your hips up, encourage your heart back toward your thighs, and relax your head all the way down. Soften your jaw, soften your tongue. Take a deep breath in, bend your knees, gaze forward towards your hands. Exhale, lizard prep. Take your left foot forward outside of your hand and place your foot down to the ground. Gently lower your right knee to the mat and place the top of your right foot down. Look forward on the ground and just start by sinking your hips forward into gravity. You're going to take your left hand to the inside of your knee, keeping your hips sinking down. Slowly twist your heart over to your left any amount without creating pain in this left knee. Allow your left knee to roll out to the side, but not too much. Roll your right shoulder back and breathe here. If this position is feeling good for you at this moment, if you're feeling pretty open, try for the quad stretch. Reach your left hand back for your right ankle and see if you can grab the inside of your ankle. If you can grab your ankle, gently kick back into your left hand, roll your left shoulder back, lift your heart, and as you turn your heart higher up to your left, plug your front ribs into your back ribs. Soften your shoulders away from your jaw and breathe. Wherever you are, slowly and mindfully release your left hand down to the inside of your foot. Tuck your right toes under, lift your knee, firm your leg, and mindfully step back, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up, relax your head down, and pedal out your legs. Gently, organically bend into one leg and then the other. Keep your head relaxed and continue to follow your breath. Slow down the movement in your legs. Inhale, bend both knees, gaze forward. Exhale, lizard prep on your right. Take your right foot forward, outside your wrist to the ground. Gently lower your left knee down, the top of your left foot down. Look forward on the floor. Relax your jaw, your tongue, and sink your hips forward with gravity. Widen your heart. Taking your time, place your right hand inside of your knee and begin to twist your chest to your right as much as you can without force, without creating pain, and breathe. If you did so on the other side, begin to set up for the quad stretch. Reach your right hand back for your left ankle, inside grip. Once you have your ankle, kick into your hand, widen your heart, shoulders back, plug your front ribs into your back ribs, and breathe. Steady your gaze out to your right in the same direction in which your heart is pointing, out and up. Taking your time, slowly look down to the ground and gently release your right hand down inside of your foot. Tuck your left toes under. Lift your knee, firm your thigh. Mindfully step back to downward facing dog. Relax your head, pedal out your leg just a few more times. Gently lower both of your knees down to the ground. So you're in a tabletop or hands and knees position. Sit down on your right hip and swing your legs out in front of you towards the front edge of your mat. Once your legs are out long, point your toes forward, reach your arms forward, fingers forward. Round your spine and use your core strength. Slowly roll yourself all the way down onto your mat. So you're lying down on your spine. Once you're lying down, use your hands to feel the outer edges of your mat to ensure that you're in the center. All right, so adjust as you need. Center yourself on your mat. And once you're set here, bend your knees, place your feet to the ground. Take your arms out wide at shoulder level and turn your palms up towards the sky. Begin to set up for what's called Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to relax out to the sides. If this creates pain on your low back, you can just rest here in this position with your feet down and your knees bent. If you're feeling good in Supta Baddha Konasana, begin to close your eyes. Once your eyes are closed, soften everything in your body. Make this a passive type of posture. And just focus on your breath. Zero effort in your body. Full attention to how you're breathing naturally through your nose. As you connect to your breath here, begin to encourage or invite the movement of your breath into the back of your body. Begin to feel your breath gently expand and relax the back of your body into your mat and into the floor. Rest here for just another few moments. Relax completely and follow your breath. You can keep your eyes closed. Begin to slide your arms down a little bit closer towards the sides of your body, somewhere in between shoulder and hip level. One leg at a time. Extend them out long on the floor so
that your legs are a little bit wider than hip width distance. You can just relax your feet down to the sides. Begin to enter into Shavasana. Passive pose, restorative, regenerative pose. And so relax completely. With your eyes closed, soften your face. Allow your bones to relax and sink into the floor. Soften your muscles, soften your joints. Let everything rest. Simply follow your breath and relax. Take this time here for yourself to digest the benefits of your yoga practice. And just rest and breathe. And in a few minutes, slowly guide yourself out after you hear the sound of the singing bowls. And move slowly into whatever you have next. Namaste.